Griffin and Nathan. Anna confesses to... Okay. Look at it. Okay.
I want to make faces like last time.
You did. That was good. Griffin and Nathan. Anna confesses to several people. Kevin Collins is back. And Ecuador is a poster in Spanish. We're going to talk General Hospital next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, everyone. We're having a good time here on Shady Sunday, here on the Sunday Soap Blog. If you watch Days of Our Lives, I'm sure you saw some there. But now it's James Report, the General Hospital After Show here at AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm one of your hosts, James Lott Jr. And these people, I want to separate these two and turn this car around. That's it. And I'm James Lott Jr. You can follow me where? At James Lott Jr. everywhere on the interwebs. Next to me is a girl who's doing a lot of shows too, actually. Everybody's trying to catch up in my heels on here. And there's only one of her, Lacretia Lyon.
Again, James just pretty much said everything. So yeah, it's LACRETIALYON. Find me anywhere.
I almost spelled it out. I'll let you spell it out. That's like your thing too. You spell it out.
I know.
And then the girl giving us gladiator realness. If you just see her legs and her nice sandals or whatever. Ladine Harvey.
Hi guys, you can find me on Twitter at Ladine_Harvey. And I also have a new Facebook page for all General Hospital fans. You can find me at Ladine Corinthos-Harvey.
Okay. And the guy at the end, the other gentleman of the group, and I use the term gentleman loosely, Frank Moran.
Hey, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie.
That's right, kids. Okay, it's really hot here in LA, and it's just kind of like we're all like it's just too much. I saw my friends in Colorado where it's like totally snowing right now.
Yeah, they were even having to cancel the 420 celebrations. It's so sad.
That is sad for people who are into the date 420, right? The dates.
Right.
420. Yes, exactly. Follow us on Facebook. We actually hit 1014. We did it. We're a little over now, so
Happy
thank you guys.
birthday to me, huh?
Exactly. So, yes. Okay, so at the end of the show, again, we'll have Ladine pick another number. So think of something to the end of the show, think of that. Stay tuned this week on our Facebook page. I will post what the gift will be, and then there'll be a trivia question to follow at some point. So stay tuned for that. And also, we want to thank Miss Nina Grava, who was on last week. Everyone loved her. Everyone loved her. It was so funny.
Absolutely.
So she was great. So maybe she'll be on again at some point. So it's kind of good. And of course, follow us on iTunes, YouTube, and you can rate and comment and tell us why I shouldn't be on the show. That's great. So I'm wearing somebody asked me, I was wearing a Dynasty shirt from the show Dynasty back in the 80s, which was ABC, just like General Hospital. Love it. So it's good. Okay, so start with some storylines, kids. Let's just dig right in.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Dig right in. I have my stuff right here, kids. Everything's here. And my famous note cards. They're all here. Okay. Nathan was married before, who cares? And Nina tries to help. I said this last week, I'm like, who cares? Okay, so what do you guys think?
Honestly, I will give Nathan credit. With the scene with Nina at the end of the week, he kind of got a tad interesting.
Oh,
a tad.
Yeah.
When he was actually calling her out, like, you can't tell me to be honest. Like, come on, you're not even honest with yourself.
Right.
So I like that aspect of it. But the entire storyline with this whole marriage thing is totally irrelevant. I may have fell asleep, so I don't even know what's the big secret that he's holding. They didn't say it?
Still hasn't
I thought
unfolded.
maybe I fell asleep.
No. They didn't say it.
They're going to drag this out as long as possible, I'm guessing.
I just don't get it.
No, but the one thing that was nice is, as you're talking, saying about the scene with Nina and Nathan at the end, because since they've been on the campus, they haven't spent a lot of time together, even though it's supposed to be sort of quasi-siblings.
Yeah.
So it was nice to actually have them kind of have a nice heart-to-heart scene where they could actually call each other out on stuff.
And I think they called her Jay. She calls him Jay. I guess they kind of kept that going still, because he was James to her.
I think the only thing that would have this storyline interesting is that if he has a child out there somewhere.
That's possible, right?
Maybe.
Well, I feel like it's going to deal with that scar because when Dr. Monroe recognizes him finally, because he never has seen it before.
Yes.
So he finally says, "Wait, it's him."
Oh my
So-
God, it's him.
Yeah, and don't you love how everyone seems to want Dr. Monroe to either be Claudette as a guy now or be gay? And I'm just like,
Right.
why? Is it because he's a nice guy? I know that they're endangered species, but they aren't extinct.
Wait.
But yeah, I'm like, no, him
seen
with
him,
Maxie, get over it.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of gay rumors too.
Yeah.
Like, they want him with Brad or Luke. I'm like, no, I think he's straight.
Yeah.
It's just that
Right.
he's just not woman
just-
hungry.
I know, he's just not a whore or a
He's
mobster.
a hurt man, apparently.
Apparently, right? Apparently, so. I mean, was he the other person in the Claudette? Was there a Claudette triangle? Was he like in love? Or is a brother of Claudette? I mean, like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm guessing he was maybe that guy that she was into while she was married to Nathan, and that's why Dr. Monroe is so off with Maxie. Like, he's attracted to her, but he doesn't want to get involved at all.
Because Claudette
Yeah.
did cheat the
Yes.
entire marriage, so there
Right.
could be a connection there.
I just don't really care. And so here's the thing. I just don't really care. So, but Ryan Pivey will be on next month. So we're able to talk to him live and ask him what he thinks about this storyline because he is delicious to look at. So I mean, that's the only thing I look at. He's good looking. I'm like, that's like good. But I just,
James, tell us how you really feel.
he's good looking. The man is oppressively good looking. It's oppressive.
He's gonna make you care about that storyline.
If he
gonna
can,
make
in
you care.
person, Frank, you probably could. In person, sitting right there, you probably
The
can.
greatest storyline ever to be seen on General Hospital.
Sold. I'm in. Just look right at me. I'm in. So yeah, I don't know. But like people were saying here, he's just kind of boring. I mean, he could either be like you said, beef him up and like make us care about the storyline. I just don't. Because he's lied Max, like you said last night. He's lied Max 20 times now at this point. So it's
Right.
kind of they're done, obviously, at some point.
Yeah, and then you've got Maxie just playing her little subtle games, trying to figure out suss out information and
Yes.
stuff. Go down to that sweet Google search
Yes.
engine
Yeah.
there. That
Spider Finder.
Yes.
And I love how Maxie doesn't lock her iPad.
Right.
Who in this day and age doesn't
Thank
lock their
you.
phone, their iPad? That was just
Oh, you
so
don't?
unbelievable.
She says she doesn't.
Tell
Really?
us
Too
right.
much. It's too much work. It's too much work.
But it's like 2 seconds.
If you swipe this, it's gonna open. Like I don't.
Oh my God!
Oh,
I can't do
Why
that.
did I just
girl.
say that?
I don't know, I can't do so.
Everybody who's gonna be there.
I'm like,
Look at the lady. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Oh, people are like, Griffin and Julian need haircuts.
no, they do not.
Oh, I kind of like the longer
Griffin
hair.
has hockey hair,
Okay,
as
first-
Lucky did.
Hockey
Kimberly
That's
Howard.
what it's called in my book.
Oh, yeah. I'm not cheating on Curtis. Donnell will always be my number one. I'm just saying I can appreciate another
I
person.
knew somebody was gonna say
They
that.
did. I was like, no, Curtis is my man. Don't get it twisted. As I would say for Frank, trust and believe. Curtis will always come first. But Ryan is really good looking. I'll say that. Oh, Ethel just shouldn't lock hers either. I lock everything. Nobody's getting my stuff. In my
Proud
S.
of you, James.
I'm proud. Thank you. Proud of myself. I call myself cheese and crackers. So anyway, and then so Nina's staying there trying to help, and I mean he proposes to Maxie at the end.
Ugh. Yeah.
I was.
And,
It's so cheesy.
Yeah.
I know I don't have a ring right now, but just say yes.
Ugh.
No.
What a terrible
It doesn't
proposal.
work like that.
Yeah.
No. Given how it went down the last time when it was supposedly thinking that maybe a proposal was
right.
going to happen in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
no. Nakisha says, since this is a soap world, I want Griffin to end with Felix. Well, I'm actually talking to Mark Anthony Samuel to come on the show too. We're trying to figure out a date, so we're working on him too. So we'll see what he thinks.
Yeah, I love Felix, and I'm all for gay characters on the soap, like him, Brad, Lucas, but can Dr. Griffin
Some
Monroe please be
Yeah.
straight?
I think he's straight. Please.
For at least my fantasy.
It ain't- This show's for us.
yeah.
That's what you like how we for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, lame proposal. We totally agree. So I guess we'll see with how this drags out. I'm like, okay. This one I kind of like. Paul plays MacGyver, then stops Anna. So he got a little. He was smart to knock over the mail or whatever and get like it was a paperclip.
I was like, who would think of that?
That was great though. I'm like, I loved it. Look
I
out.
thought he was like looking for the key. But when I saw the paperclip, I
Yeah.
was like, clever. Okay. I get
Yeah, it's clever. I got those
Yeah.
kind of. It was like okay, because I'm trying to think. He's really sitting next to nothing. Like he can't really. I mean, there's nothing there. I mean, nothing. Like, he can
Right.
grab anything. So he worked it out though. He got out.
No, I mean, it was interesting hearing him kind of, because he's been kind of almost treated like a buffoon the past few weeks. So to
Yeah.
kind of see him kind of be like that sharp, ruthless guy that he was when he first came on, when he's having that conversation with Anna when she's all the way over there in Ecuador.
Yes.
That was cool.
I know that was cool too. Actually, I thought it was fun when she said she got stopped, which was a great little. We'll talk about Anna's story a little more later, but I thought it was kind of cool. It's like, oh, she can't go on she can't go on Ecuador, and it was because of Paul.
Well, I love how Paul and Julian have magically found their brains again. Like, both of them. It's like, oh, yay, we remember that they're smart and that they can best these people. I mean, even Anna is as smart as Anna is. She's kind of gone off the deep end, so she's bound to screw up.
Yeah, it was kind of fun that he got out and he stopped Anna from being able to go at first, be able to go, and of course she had Robert Scorpio
I
on
knew
her
it wasn't
side.
going to be that easy.
Yeah, it could be easy because Sonny couldn't kill. What's the
Right.
what we saw?
Oh, Carlos, that was so great.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But also, everyone does the pop-in at Anna's. It was like everybody was just stopping by.
I was thinking, what is this? A show and tell?
Right, I was like, hello. Like,
Everyone just keep coming in and out.
dropping by. I was like, all
Leaving
right.
the door open.
I know. I was like, I always think of Seinfeld. The pop in is a Seinfeld. It's like those are pop. Nobody likes to pop in.
Yeah, just open the door like Kramer.
Yeah, people just. I mean, because when Andre and Jordan got into
I
it,
know.
great scene. I wrote to both of them. Great scene.
Goodbye, Andre and Jordan.
I think so.
Like,
Yeah.
This is not going to be good.
Ooh, because he was like, he went off on her a little bit.
Yeah, he told her, I'm a doctor first.
Yes.
I liked that.
I feel like it's absolutely wrong for her to ask him
I know.
what takes place within, his work.
Yeah, she overstepped big time.
Big time on that one.
Well, but
And I love Jordan.
But devil's advocate, Anna is her friend.
Right, so go...
But she wanted to find out what happened. No, you're not down.
No. Because she didn't come to him as a companion.
No,
she was coming to
didn't.
him as a police officer.
did.
So that's wrong.
Well, he thought the same thing. He clearly was
told her.
like, he would have said, "No, bitch, I'm not telling you nothing." But he was just like, he said it very sternly to her what he was not going to do. So what do you think, Frank?
No, I like that. He shut it down quick. That was just like, no, we're not doing this at all.
No, but there's scenes you could tell they played so much under the scenes. It was like I give so much props to Vanessa. She did such a great job because that's her friend. She's hearing this stuff. Like she doesn't want to believe it. She did not want to believe it. It was kind of crazy. And yeah, she pops by and and then she's talking to Paul. I mean, everything's just crazy. Everybody's at the house and they're trying to figure out. She's trying to figure out where Anna is, and Anna's not calling. And it must have been frustrating for her. I would say it must have been very. Yes, Vanessa and Anthony work well together with those kind of scenes. Like they do. I think the thing about Vanessa, she does a great job. Like when she had scenes with Sean last year over the whole brother and TJ, and her scenes with TJ, she's really good dramatically. They don't do enough with her. That she's so good at that.
Yeah, I hope that maybe this opens up for more Jordan and maybe not just her cop aspect, but outside of Dr. Andre, maybe she'll get a different romance where we can see some more of that. Because to me, I think this is pretty much fizzled out at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
But although I did like her and Anna boxing Paul out when they first brought Carlos in. Like
Yeah.
I'm just talking to Anna, just a friend. You don't need to be in here for that.
Yeah.
Even though you're the DA.
Yeah, that was funny.
No need.
Yeah.
Have several seats outside. Be with you in a second. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. And then Paul turned to the table and was like, "Nope, he asked for the DA.
know.
That's me. So see you later, guys."
There was a lot of position throwing around this episode.
Yes.
I wrote this down. He was like, "I'm a psychiatrist. I'm trained." And she was like, "I'm an investigator." And he's like, "Is that an accusation?" I mean, everybody was going off on each other. As Andre, everybody just like, okay, they were. Everybody was stepping to folks, and people were shutting it down.
This is what we watch GH for, some
Yeah.
drama,
Yes.
some
I
excitement.
agree.
I love it.
But that whole everything with it, I thought it was so well done, and seeing Jordan in the mix of things, I think it's such a great thing. Just seeing her just in there, and her and Paul. 'Cause she don't like Paul either, and Paul's shady as F also.
Yeah, because I like how she took Anna's side, despite all what she
Yes.
was getting. Because obviously Andre knew, Paul knew, and he's telling her. But Jordan still was a good friend. I give her that. Like even with the whole situation with Andre and Anna, she's still like, no, she's my friend. I'm gonna hear it from her.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want Paul to go down so bad.
It was interesting that Anna had a chance to tell Jordan that part of it too, and
Yeah.
does not bring that part up at all. Like him getting rid of Sloan and why
I think
he
it's
was
this
doing
week.
that.
I think it's gonna happen this week. I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure it probably has to come up at some point.
I
for
read
sure.
I read some of our digest. I think that's what's happening. I think Anna and Paul they all go down this week. I think it's going to be kind of crazy. It's going to be a crazy week. I think this week. God, with all the law enforcement and officials. I'm like, oh my God, this is so crazy. But yeah, so I thought there's just some great scenes with them.
Ooh, Scotty Baldwin, maybe a new DA then?
Maybe
Maybe.
Ken Schreiner.
Because they've been using him a lot more. So yeah.
Yeah. So funny. So on the other side of the country, well, I guess part was Anna. Other side of Port Charles, we had Hayden and Nick, and I call this Hayden thinks she has the upper hand. Jason does have the upper hand. It was like I loved it. There was a good switcheroo there. I was like, ooh. It's like Hayden, she never walked off.
Yeah, what a satisfying ending, I have to say, for Jason to just go in there and buy him and just tell Nicholas what was what. Because it's like, okay, thank God. I think this is over as far as that. The Quartermaines have it back, and Jason's a Quartermaine.
I hated that.
Oh, he did?
I wanted to see what Hayden's plan was after she got it. Right. I wanted to see how she was going to work this out. I was really interested in the way she was taking care of things. I was like, she's bossing it out. So the fact that they kind of just gave it away to Jason, I was just like, what?
It was interesting that for a storyline, the storyline that took forever to get going, it was just dragging itself with so many fake dreams and chokings and pillow snuffing to finally to happen just like that. All of a sudden, like boom, within a matter of like 2 days, it was all done.
And then don't
settled.
talk about it anymore. And then it's just like, what happened to the papers and Hayden going back and.
Well, I think actually for me, I kind of like this because now I'm gonna see scrappy Hayden with Curtis.
Yeah, I do
working
like
it out.
that.
Trying because he screwed her.
Yeah.
Nick screwed her. Jason screwed her too. They screwed her. She thought she was like, and she was like giving money away to people. She was like, I'm gonna take care of you, Curtis, with a bonus. She was so excited she got her life back. And we'll talk about when her and I guess we talk about it now. I guess when her and Tracy had that little conversation.
Yeah, like I was so pissed at Hayden for being like, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
I was happy that somebody put Tracy.
No, Tracy's like, Tracy's like, wait, okay, I may be in this thing. I'm gonna, I'll take it back. I have a quarter of the weekends from Tracy actually, but I was like, she was looking at Hayden like, ooh, you bitch.
I know.
Oh,
she couldn't do anything.
She couldn't do anything.
And I loved every minute of it.
She loved it.
Tracy's the boss, so it kind of was nice to see her like.
The only thing I was disappointed about is because you have Wally Kurth back, at least partially as Ned, and I was hoping he was going to have some kind of major impact on that storyline of getting ELQ back for the Quartermaines, and it's all just done. And see you later, Wally. Well, I guess we'll see you the next time a Quartermaine gathering happens, like a death or a big event.
Yeah, that's what sucks is there was not even enough like Ned with Dylan. I mean, like they've literally had maybe 2 scenes together, and it's like they've never even met before with Robert Palmer Watkins in the role. So it's like, we could have had so much more.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting because I just think it was like a little musical musical stock chairs, and I know for some people, once again, Jason's the hero, which makes some people angry, of course. Like, why is he the hero again? And it makes some people happy that he's the hero because he's some way showing his Quartermaine side. And I also like when Michael told Sonny, even though, I do the Quartermaine stuff, but even though I am always a Corinthos also, he's back to being the merging of the two.
Even though you killed my dad.
Right, yeah.
You're still my dad.
I'm with Frank.
Right, exactly. All right. He's like, all right.
AJ, the fact that he even talks to Sonny and Carly at this point, I'm just like, I just disgust me. Because Michael Quartermaine, interesting, but Michael Corinthos, bleh.
Yes, everybody, it's all about Caden. Curtis and Hayden, they're all in the chat room. Caden, hashtag Caden. I love it.
And how do you have Ned come back? I mean, and certainly know the priority is Tracy and her surgery, but once she was kind of out of the woods, relatively speaking, no scene with Olivia? Just like, hey, what's up?
I heard they're having a scene also coming up.
Okay,
nice.
good. Because, I was like, they're so cute together.
Yeah, they are cute together. But the thing, like I said, everybody, he's busy. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about Dylan and Kiki in a second, but they hashtag it Dickie.
Dickie, I like that.
Dickie, that is hilarious.
Somebody called Dylan and Kiki.
Yeah, people have been talking about it for quite some time, I think.
Yeah, somebody on here did call
Somebody
it.
did call that.
Wasn't
I
me,
was
it
like,
somebody.
Kiki.
Yeah.
She's too young. They were chewing me out.
Yes, either you or you. But I think it was either Lacretia or Frank said. Somebody said that a long
I think it was
time ago.
both of us.
Yeah.
Both of us at the same
Together,
time.
yeah.
Or maybe I
together.
just said it and then I don't remember.
I doubt that. I doubt that one. That didn't happen.
He's like, it's like it definitely didn't happen. Definitely didn't happen. Shady Sunday. But yeah, I will say the one part of the storyline I agree with you guys in here, the whole Rachel Berlin thing, I don't feel the impact because we don't know anything about it. It's like we didn't know what's her father's name was. We didn't know any of that. Richard, we didn't know him.
Yeah.
No impact whatsoever. I'm like, okay. They're finding who
I'm
she is.
interested in it because I want to know what she's going to do next.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Know.
No, that would be good. I mean, I think a scrappy Rachel Hayden would be really good.
Because it's a shame because if you could revealed her identity and she had been connected to more people on the canvas.
Yes, I agree.
Now in this situation, it'd be great to see her, interacting with those other people. But now we just get Curtis, which is great to have her with Curtis, but we have nothing else, nobody else to really bounce her out of. She has no connections to really anybody else.
Okay. That's true. Oh, Robert Paul Watkins called them killing.
I like Dickie better.
And then Carolyn and Cheryl both say they called that months ago.
Oh, and Dickie was Deacon and Nikki on Y&R.
Oh, wow.
Remember they were together for a minute? They were kind of flirting for a minute.
Yeah, when Sean Cannon was on there.
Yeah. Look, Cheryl's right at 10 times to me. James, I called. We got it. You called it. You called it. You called it. I give it to you. It's all yours. You called it. I just know it wasn't me, but I like the idea of them together. I do like them together, so I think it's kind of cool. So, but yeah, Hayden doesn't have the upper hand now, so she's going to have to try to figure this out. She was shocked too. He was like, "Look in there. No stocks in there." She said, "Yeah, bitch, go in there. Look, I got nothing to give you." That's how he looked. He was like, "I got nothing." He was sitting just like, "I got nothing to give you."
And I was bummed that you will find, I'm sure, the aftermath this coming week, but I was hoping that we'd at least see a little glimmer of what the aftermath was with Hayden, because nothing, we didn't see anything.
But she's going to be pissed. She's going to be pissed. Ooh, it has to be good. It has to be good.
Yeah, because I love Rebecca Budding, but yeah, the direction they've gone with Hayden, I'm like, can we get it go back to being good now, or what?
Yeah, some folks I see her annoyed by her too.
But just like the nice little scene between her and Curtis there, where he just has like, hey, I just want to be a friend. Can we just be friends?
Okay, I'm gonna leave that in. Let's go right into that. And Valerie saw that hug and kiss.
Yeah. See you later, Val.
I know. I feel so bad.
And I was like, he's like, okay, do you hug all your friends? He was like, I'm only interested in you. It's all about you. And she's like, she didn't bother. She got cold, didn't she? Did you invite me to something? She was like, no, thank you. I didn't invite you to nothing. I caught myself. She's like, no, I didn't. She goes, no. And she like walked off. He was like, oh.
Valerie's character is getting tossed around.
I know.
They just don't know yet what they want to do with her.
Come on, she's beautiful. She's telling, come on, work her as Spencer.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I feel like they're just like putting her in scenes just to have her there. Yeah. And yeah, they just don't know what to do with her. I mean, she's a spunky girl and a cop, like throw her into something or bring someone on. I don't know.
And a huge football fan.
Oh yeah, totally.
Huge football
fan. Oh yeah, that's like he's a football fan.
Yeah. I guess because football season's over, they don't know what to do with Valerie.
Trust me, you guys are mentioning I love the Brits. I wish she would come back.
She was the best.
I wish she would come back, but she's not coming back anytime soon. So maybe Nurse's Ball she'll be back again watching with Brad or something, like she did last year, eating ice cream. I wish she would come back full time too, because then we can add them in the mix and it'd be kind of good. But yeah, I like Super Bitch Hayden, who's power hungry but still has a heart for her peeps. That's our Melvin fan.
Who said that?
Our Melvin fan.
I totally agree. I like Super Bitch Hayden too.
Me too. I want to see her just scrapping. I want to see Curtis helping her. And I want to see them fall in love. I give you permission. It's okay.
I don't know about all that, but I just want to see permission.
But they have such chemistry. I don't see how they can't. I mean, and Valerie, nice enough as it is, you just can't hold a candle to what you see between Hayden and Curtis.
No.
Well, I told you, I kind of saw chemistry with Valerie with some other people, so I mean, she can go just go some other people, another direction. But I think they should.
Y'all trying to toss her off again?
But it's somebody good. It's good and a good storyline because we like her. We want to, Valerie. I want Valerie needs to go.
Yeah, Daquan.
Oh, not Daquan. Don't let her go. She's okay.
I think they need to give her a good storyline or.
Yeah, not necessarily romance related at all. Yeah. Just like something else to be doing.
Well, Cheryl says maybe Valorgan.
Valerie with Morgan?
With Morgan?
I don't know. I guess they should try it. I mean, she's a cop. He's a Corinthos. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I've never seen them together. I've never seen them in a room together.
Wait a minute, though. Wouldn't they be kind of related?
Do Carly?
Yeah.
Oh, they're Spencer.
Oh, wait a minute.
Morgan's her cousin, you guys. Morgan's her second cousin.
Well, they've done that on soaps before,
Yeah, no, they did on Guiding Light with Tammy and this guy Jonathan.
Well, and Adriana, lost her virginity to her nephew on One Life to Live, but he was adopted, so I guess that was
they're blood related, so they can't get together.
I just like, for as much as the actor's great, I would love to just see Morgan just stay in that hospital forever. Let's never have him come out.
Oh my God.
Poor Morgan. Am I the only one that likes Brian Craig as Morgan?
Some people like it. Some people like it. I love the work that he's doing. I know people are saying he's doing the same thing over again, but that's kind of the point. He's kind of trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that's the being bipolar. And I do think, I'd like to see him get a storyline that doesn't involve a woman outside of there. And maybe give Morgan a job.
A man
can't
function
that's not
without a woman.
Mobster.
Yeah.
Not working at Corinthos Coffee. I don't know. Maybe Morgan tries to become a cop.
Hey, Lucky did it right. It's just this whole Kiki crazy thing. It's just kind of like it's too much for me.
I'm done.
They're FaceTiming, then they're just like, I want Kiki. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just like, all of a sudden you decide to go that direction. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of that direction.
Imagine when he gets heartbroken knowing that Kiki done moved on.
Ooh, him and Dylan fighting.
He gonna really jump for real. He gonna jump.
God, I know. I'm like, it's just I agree with Frank. Yes, Frank. Everybody's agreeing with you.
Thanks everybody.
What do you say? What do you say? I don't remember.
Thanks for listening to everything I had to
Probably
say.
about Morgan needs to go.
I'm like, what do you say? What's going on? I'm like, okay. Just kidding. I am sitting here. I did hear what he said. Just kidding. But they're agreeing with you. So Brian is a good actor. I think he's doing great work.
No, the
Morgan
acting-
has been a dick for years. I love that.
I mean, the acting's fine, but it's just the story. It's just I do not care. I don't want him to be involved with Kiki. I just just be away for a while. Let's treat him like young Jake, and let's just keep him away at
I miss
Shriners
my James
Hospital for Children, and maybe years from now we'll see him again. That was fine. That's fine.
Oh no! Oh, I see Stalker Morgan over Kiki. Ooh, start stalking her.
Yeah.
You're obsessed. You're like no.
I like the person that says bring the bridge back for Morgan because he needs an older woman to straighten him out. I think.
And together in
Yeah,
real life.
and that's
I
his
think, so.
that's his real life fiance.
Yes, exactly. But also we had Valerie bump into Lulu. With Dante standing right there. Outside again for you, Frank. Right outside.
It's
Prospect
like
Studio.
spring fever hit Port Charles, and everybody decided we got to go outside to this one park.
Yeah,
and
it's one spot.
I love it that it's
That bench.
deserted.
That
is
bench
deserted.
works.
It's deserted, and they just happen to run into the only person in that other park right there. It happens to be
Like,
the
right.
woman that the husband that you slept with.
Yes.
It just
Yeah.
happens to be.
Yes. Yeah. I love it.
That's just how it works, apparently. Because
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I swear to God, it is just the ABC lot. Like, they just didn't even try. Like,
Yep.
we just walk out there, like, just throw some people. You don't even bother to pay extras to have them, like, actually, like,
Yes.
picnicking. Yeah.
To make it look like there's some kind of life happening in this park.
Yeah.
Nope. It's completely deserted. And
You could have hired us. We would have sat around in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd love to be extra.
Yeah, me too. I'll be a
I got
picker.
a dog. We can throw him in there.
Me too. I'll bring Scrabble.
Yeah,
I'll
too.
have a good time. My
Yeah.
dog too. I'll have a good time. I'll go on there.
And as much as I thought before, and I feared that hearing Dante and Lulu just talk about marriage counseling, to actually see them doing it was even worse.
Oh, I
It
know.
was
I
just
totally
the
agree with
pits.
Frank.
In the
Totally
park.
agree. Yes.
Oh,
I'm with Frank. I don't want to see it.
Oh, what's that book? It's our marriage count. I mean, it was just so.
The most awkward
I'm
run-in
glad
ever.
that they're back together so that we
Me
can just
too.
be like, they're both just done.
Yes. I'm just like not. I'm not having it. I'm
Because
just like,
Lulu with Laura and Nicholas was great.
yes.
I
Oh,
will say,
yes.
I give her credit for that. But yeah, the scenes with Dante are just like, what? No.
and just her reaction when Dante
Yeah.
was just not really listening to what she had to say. She's like, I didn't realize we weren't in sync for so long. What's happening? Oh,
That
no.
was so funny. I mean, and I know we're all like that because there's just certain things people say. Like, I'm an Anaheim Ducks fan. I hear, like, I murder babies. Like, I know how it works, but.
Oh my gosh! So
Yeah.
I won. Side note, you guys, really
Yeah.
quick. I won a trivia. I won third place in a trivia contest at the Barney's Beanery in West Hollywood with Cameron Lewis and a friend of ours. And we were there tonight. And one of the questions was name all the teams in Dallas that are WNBA, hockey, baseball, football, and basketball. And the reason why I knew anything about hockey teams because of you.
I know, and
Thank you, Lacretia.
we have swept the Minnesota Wild so far in the first round of the
Okay,
playoffs.
well, there you go. But you helped
thank
me.
you.
We got a
Yeah.
$25 gift card at Barney's Beanery.
Well,
Thank you.
so James is taking me to Barney's.
Exactly. That's where I'm leading to. And you get a new card. Yes, exactly. But I just want to thank you because I didn't know anything about any kind of. They didn't know anything about any hockey teams. Like I do.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Because even though we're number one in the freaking NHL, no one knows we exist.
I know we don't. This is kind of weird. You know, but it's a little side note. But so Lulu
Yeah.
basically kind of forgave Valerie, I guess. Kind of.
Yeah, well,
She already said all that stuff that she said. She already said it before.
Yeah. It was just
Yeah.
like, we heard this.
So, whatever.
and Lulu did not be doing all like that. They're forgiven. Like I mean, you pretty much helped get her kidnapped and put her into
Yes.
a burning building.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
She
relax.
better be
Lulu.
apologizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But she said congratulations on her really fast schooling. I was like, I've heard of accelerated programs
Yeah.
in certain fields, but not in police copying.
Right.
Is that even a word? That's not even a word. But you get what I'm saying.
She should have been in that academy for a pretty
little
decent
while.
amount
I'll
of
take
time.
a couple of years. I don't know, like not like 3 months or whatever.
It's a soap opera. They
know.
just, I'm a cop now. That's why I say, just do it, Morgan. Give him something to do.
Like, make him a cop. Sure, why not?
But then it could have
That's
been like a storyline you could have given Valerie. That it could have been like maybe something like some bad dealings happening in the police academy that she gets involved with and discovers. Who knows? I don't know. Just something they kind of give her something related to that. We could have seen a little bit more of that whole process, but not just having all off camera. And now she just spends her time in a park. So-
Just wandering around looking for people whose husbands she slept with.
outside of Prospect Studios, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. Now here's one. Speaking of outside, I just have to say this because it made me laugh sitting at the top. So Ecuador was basically a poster, stair steps, and a church.
Oh man, that was the pits. That was the
yeah.
pits.
Well, that's L.A. That's what I saw over in the corner over there. I can see a fence.
Again, it was just the parking lot where they all parked their cars. Like, so obvious, and I wasn't the only one on Twitter making that joke.
I made a joke. I said, you can just go over to Echo Park really quick and film a couple outdoor scenes. You can find some Spanish people.
But
I mean, come on.
It actually looks nicer when you go to Echo Park.
Actually, it looks nice over there. 'Cause I was just there last night. It does look nice over there. But I'm just like, it just seems so like, okay, it's obviously a fake. I mean, it was just totally fake.
Right.
But still, we got them there, and Sonny found Carlos in a priest.
I didn't even understand the whole geography of him coming across that church because he's down, the camera's looking at him from above, and then he starts walking up these stairs that are.
Because the church.
Yeah, but it's like that. It's like the next to that's like fire escape stairs that he's going to be walking up. Come on.
I did love how he's like talking to the priest and thinking, and then it turned out to be Carlos. I was like, at least that part was cool because
I
Carlos
know.
is just like, all right.
He's like, okay, let's
and
go.
I do love Carlos because Jeffy Vincent Farize.
Oh,
is
he's
just
so
awesome.
good. He actually is really good.
He's so good, but he irritates me because Carlos
Yeah.
only has two things. He can either be like really super cocky and arrogant when he's got the upper hand, or he's like pleading and begging
Yes,
and being a crybaby as soon as the tables turn on him.
I hate that
animated.
part, yeah.
I think
That's right,
he's just a little bit too animated for
Well,
me.
I don't know why people, when they have a gun on someone on TV, have this long speech.
No,
If it were me, I'd just be like,
Dramatic
and I'd do the speech later while you're like shot there, like
Right.
dying, having to listen to me. Like,
Yes. The
shoot
dramatics
them
of it.
first.
Your last words
Yeah.
will be me talking to you death.
Yeah.
Oh, because when
Yes.
he says, "I'm going to shoot you," just at the moment you
Say
say
amen.
amen, and then as soon as the tables turn, he's like, "You're going to shoot me in front of Mother Maria Madonna when you were praying to her just seconds ago." Come on, what a hypocrite! You were about to kill him.
The tables turn. You know, you got to say what you got to say.
Oh, brother.
Oh, it's so funny. Police training is like going. Oh, so Devin Malone claims police training is only a few months, give or take, depending on what city you're in. And that's definitely, and that's so that. You got your point.
Yeah.
So apparently it's a real
Yeah.
thing, I guess. I didn't know it was that fast.
Me neither, but that would
Sorry,
explain a
folks.
lot.
I was just like, yeah, there's been a lot of cops
Yeah.
out there. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Let's go do it, you guys.
Yeah.
Sure,
let's
why
open up
not?
cops.
All right.
I come from law enforcement.
I
Don't you
always
too?
said if my acting career didn't work out, I would love to be a police officer.
Really?
I would love to.
Yep, there are women cops out there.
Not for
that
the
work all
uniform,
time.
I guess. Like I love.
Well, you work it out too. That
Authority.
uniform. You'd work that uniform
I
out.
will work it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. You look good.
Do they
You're
make
like
yoga pants
arrest me.
uniforms for cops? Just asking.
Yes, I mean, because then they didn't die, Lacretia. What's that
Yeah,
all?
because then they die. Yeah.
I was like-
hey, just shoot them.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked it. Like I was saying, I kind of like the scene. It was just like,
Right.
to me, I'm trying to get myself into like I'm in Ecuador. That's what I can do. That's
Yeah.
it. So that's good. But he's alive. So Anna stops him. Obviously, Anna comes in, stops it, and it's like, "Don't do it! Don't do it! It's my turn. It's for me. It's for me to take him in." And of course, she acts, so well. I mean, I love Faneuil Hughes.
But you had to drag out that scene because as
Yes.
much as on the plane ride, they're like, no, that of course we're
Yes.
going to bring him back because we got to get Julian. That's it. And then to all of a sudden turn around like, that's it. I gotta kill him now. I'm gonna kill him now. I'm like, oh, come
God.
on,
Right,
whatever.
you ever been
sorry.
faced with a situation where you really don't know what you're gonna do until you get there? Like he just didn't know.
Oh, come on now. That's
Yeah.
Sonny.
I think a part of him did want to help Anna, but then the other stronger part of him just wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure he had intended to kill him
Yeah.
the whole
Really?
time.
Yeah.
It's Sonny. Like, that's how
I
he
don't see
deals with
that.
things.
Officer
Yeah.
Harvey. Yes. That's what she said about you, Officer Harvey. Yes.
That's right. Cop on the streets, a thief in the sheets. Stealing hearts. Stealing your hearts.
That's good. I like that. That's good. I love it. He's pull the trigger. That's what Daquan said. That's what I
Very
did.
nice, Frank.
Very nice,
thank
Frank.
you.
That's a good one. But no, I do like the actor who plays Carlos, of course, and it's so it's fun to see him on the screen come up there. He did get it was kind of satisfying seeing Anna handcuff him. I was kind of satisfied. It was kind of that's good.
Yeah, my mother just texted me, glad they got out before the earthquake in Ecuador.
Oh,
I was
well,
like,
not for real.
I was like, what is that noise?
Yes.
She's watching.
I was about to funny.
Hi, Mom. That was funny.
Hi, Mom. Go, girl. That was funny. You go, girl. So it's just kind of like okay, they're bringing him back, and then he's back, And Anna confesses first on the plane ride over to Sonny, and then at the end to Jordan. She was doing a lot of talking.
I'm glad she didn't hide anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
other than like confessing whatever Paul did, which I mean, it's not really. I mean, it doesn't have
Yeah.
anything particularly to do with her, but she was upfront with everything, which is great.
I think it was interesting because Sonny, you can see, again, I think the scenes were great between her and Maurice Bernard and her with Vanessa. They're just, I mean, you could tell that Anna really feels bad she did that. Like, she really conveys that. And she had to kind of tell him to kind of even the playing field, kind of like, I got to show you that I'm kind of like you a little bit, Sonny, but I'm not like you. There's a
Right.
difference. But I'm not self-righteous where I did something bad. I really feel bad about it.
And that's why we like Anna,
Yeah.
is because Anna has remorse, and while she is a badass, she will, she did something wrong and doesn't mind if she pays for it. That's the difference. Because I did love how Sonny tried to say, yeah, Anna, crime doesn't pay. It's just like, oh, Sonny, that was funny.
That was fun. That was kind of funny. He said that. He's like, well, crime doesn't pay, and he left. But then when her scenes with Jordan, they both had tears in their eyes. Like, because Jordan didn't want to believe it. She really didn't want to believe it.
Right.
She's like, you could have told me where I was on your side. I goes, it's all the things a friend would say, kind of. Like, I mean, if I held a secret from, like, one of you about the show or something, you'd be like, James, you could have told me. Like, I was right here. We talk every day or every week. You could have told me. I love their scenes together. It's so, again, she feels bad. She did it. And she knows she can go to jail. I mean, she knows it's like, but she wants to see Carlos go down. That's her number one concern.
Right. She just has such a distinct relationship with everybody that it's like she's just so amazing as an actress.
I agree.
She's not the same with everyone.
Because it was interesting to see Sonny's point of view, where it's like honor and his reputation
Right.
that trumps, the criminal process. Yeah, so it's like that comes first, and then who cares if you serve, that you do the time for doing the crime.
And she was like, this is the difference between you and I, because I do believe in the legal system. I know it's not perfect, but I do believe in it. And I feel bad for taking matters in my own hands. And so now I'm ready to pay whatever consequence. As long as Carlos and Julian go down, she's like, I'm done.
ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah, because you saw Sonny thinking like everything that Anna could do to get out of that. Like, you have no witnesses. You have this. Why are you doing this? And Anna's just like, no, I did something wrong, and I need to pay for what I did.
Yeah. Jazz41173 says, Officer Harvey loves mob boss Corinthos. Would you arrest him?
Absolutely not. I love Sonny.
Oh, you would arrest him? That's so funny.
No. I'll be one of the dirty cops.
Nah, she threw those handcuffs on at night.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't do that to Sonny.
And Dion's corner says you could see how much Jordan cared for Anna at that moment. I
Yeah.
agree. I just totally, and our and I agree. The Sonny Anna scenes have been really great.
Yeah, because to me, Anna's such a great complex character because we all, if we were in Anna's situation, how many of us would have done that?
Yeah.
But the fact that she wants, real justice after her mistake and then, was kind of relieved when Carlos was actually found to be alive. Because, she didn't kill someone, which, to her is completely wrong. But still, even at that, she wants to be punished because that's the right thing to do.
There's a similar storyline that happened on Days of Our Lives that was very controversial. My girl Hope, Williams Brady, actually killed the bad guy of 200 years, Stefano DiMera. He actually shot, after 30-something years of him torturing her and her family, she had enough and shot him 3 times and he died. He actually laughed when he died. He was like, it totally polarized everyone in Days of Our Lives. I mean, everyone was like, no, she's supposed to be good about justice, a cop. So it's very similar. So I actually, for me, it made it more complex to see her and people like Anna, who are good people, but they're not saints.
Right.
Yeah.
And you talk about people who've been really hurt, that you may go to a place you may not normally go.
Right.
It wasn't like they did it when they were sober and insane and everything. They were totally kind of out of it.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was an out of the blue, just cold-blooded murder. She was distraught over Duke's death, and this is a person who killed him. It was completely understandable. And what I love, Daquan wants to know, why do you love Sonny, Ladine? He will never understand.
As he said, you won't understand. I guess he'll understand.
He's a bad guy.
And Cheryl Hawk wrote, Frank has all the good lines tonight.
Cheryl. You've always been my favorite, Cheryl.
I love it.
He tells me that same thing.
That's right.
You know how men are.
I did like Anna's her one way to plead to Sonny was just, can you just be a gentleman?
Yeah.
Can we not talk about this just yet?
Oh, gotcha. Shh, spoiler.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yes, so he did say that. Carly and Franco have a talk. little talk. They hadn't seen them together in a while.
Yeah, that
in
was
the
nice and
hospital.
awkward.
It's, I know, it's like totally awkward.
Super awkward.
Oh my God, I love when he was like, I don't care about Sonny. He can go wherever, but I just care about Kiki. It's all about Kiki. He loves Kiki.
I don't know if I'm really enjoying Franco's longer locks. It just looks so dirty all the time.
Well, he's known for he had long hair when he was on as Todd when he first started.
Yeah, he had really long hair.
Really
as
long
Todd,
hair,
yeah.
and then he had longish hair, kind of on As the World Turns, but he kind of cut it. But yeah, he's known for long hair.
Yeah, the hockey hair is great, like he has on now. But yeah, I agree with Frank. He does need to wash it.
Yeah.
Style that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't where I didn't know. Oh yeah.
But I love Franco and Kiki, honestly. Like, and that's why it's got to be so frustrating for Nina because he always wanted to be her dad.
Yes.
And that they have such a good relationship. Because even Ava, again, got to give her props this week for, being like, I really think you should stay with Franco. He'll take care of you. I'm in this situation. Again, putting Kiki and Avery over herself. Because she would want nothing more to have them around. But
Yes.
Right.
yeah.
But so Ava is being a decent mother, I guess.
I know.
Person?
Finally.
Yes, finally. She's being a decent mother. She's thinking about others more than herself. So I guess that's a way to redeem her a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, same thing with Julie in their scene. I was just like, so she's like, no, you don't need to get, that'll hurt you and your family. So who's better than Carly?
Well, no. Here's the scene. Here's my mention about that scene. Okay, trench coat, hat. I was like, you Dick Tracy. Like, what was going on? She was
Like
like,
an idiot.
she's like, oh my God. And even Julie was like, okay, really? Like, it was kind of like that. It was just so outside at that bench again.
Again, outside the
man,
bench,
go
like you're gonna go to this obscure place in the park and wear all black. Nothing's gonna. You're not gonna look conspicuous at all.
Yeah.
Exactly. She just looked like a fool.
I know, it's so funny. I know.
Yeah, and I do like the Julian and Ava as siblings because he pointed that out. That was what was funny. He's like, you look ridiculous.
Even at the end when they finish their conversation and Ava turns her face to the camera and then puts on the shades and you're like, what are you doing?
Well, folks are going back and forth. Some people love Sonny, some people don't love Sonny. Someone doesn't like the Franco and Kiki relationship. Oh, interesting. You don't like it? Oh, I kind of like
I
it.
think it's a decent relationship.
Yeah, that's fine. It's like they're always honest with each other, and
Right.
it shows. We have to kind of show another side to him, obviously. So we kind of keep him on, I guess.
Right.
He's not
You see
completely
the nurturing side with him and Kiki, but he doesn't want his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting, just like the fact that I'm so glad that you're my daughter, but you're not really my daughter because we don't have that DNA
I like
connection.
when he said that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do. I get it. I totally get it.
Right.
You're all the daughter that I need.
She's not like a super responsibility.
Right.
And also
Yeah.
because she's older, she could.
Well, he's worried about the DNA part, so he's really worried about that part. I mean, Heather Weber as a grandmother can't be that good. But he has the other side, the Baldwin side. I mean, Scotty. I mean, they do have that. I mean, I don't know. Okay, Daquan, we already asked her already. Daquan is writing. Why does she like Sonny? You don't understand. We totally get it.
He's hot.
Totally.
He's hot.
Yeah, she already answered. That's why she
He's
likes
hot.
him.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah, there you go.
To me, he's the stud man at General Hospital. Like I just love Sonny.
So there you go. There you go, Daquan. She answered you second time, more in depth. That's why she likes him. I was like, hello. There we go. Okay, so we did all that. Talked to that. The Kiki deal. Now we can talk about Dickie
Dickie.
or Killen. How about them? They had a little
I'm
meet
still
cute.
not into it.
I'm happy to have her interacting with somebody that's not a Corinthos. So I'm all for it.
too.
Let's just go full bore on that.
Yeah, and they actually had chemistry because I know a lot of people have been talking about them, putting them in scenes together to see. And yeah, I liked it too because again, not with someone who's not Corinthos. That's great.
And I'm hoping
haters.
I'm hoping this is not just like a one-off. I hope they really do
Yeah.
see like, we really want to do something with them and have more scenes with them together because if this is just a one-off, I'm going to be really irritated and it just becomes all again about Morgan and Kiki because that storyline is just so played out.
Yes.
So do you guys not like Morgan because he's a Corinthos?
I like
Or-
Morgan.
But why don't you like him with Kiki? Because he's a Corinthos or because of
No,
another
because
reason?
to me, it's just like they're redundant at this point. We've been there, done that, and I'm just over it.
I'm
Like,
just
and
trying to
maybe
figure out
on
why I
down
keep
the
saying,
road, yeah.
as long as she's not with the
Yeah.
Corinthos, what's wrong with?
Well,
Because
okay,
she's already
okay.
had sex with two brothers.
Yes.
The only other person is Dante at this point,
Yes.
and that's just gross. I
Yes.
mean, even Liz has only had sex with two brothers. You want to up Liz this young in your life?
Yeah, I mean, we've only seen since Kiki
And
came on the
Carly,
show,
too.
just in relation
Yeah.
with the Corinthos side. And it's not Corinthos
Yeah.
as a family slam. It's just those are the characters that she's only
Yeah.
been
I
seen
agree.
with.
Okay. Okay.
That's where I'm at too.
Yeah.
It's not a Corinthos thing. It's just more of they've already done that. They've been there, done that.
Okay.
And they just kind of play that out, and just anything needs to be in other orbits. It's
Yes.
kind of like she needs to have another guy. There's other guys on there.
Yeah, and if you want to bring him back, like
Yeah.
years from now, like you can do like
A
they do
long
with
time
like
from
like Sunny and Carly. You know, she was with Jax for a long period of time. Then they got him back together with Carly, with Sunny. So I mean, do something like that. Get him back with Morgan if you want that to be the end game. But for a while, just give us a break.
Yeah, because to me, it sucks for Kiki's character, too. Like, she's literally only had scenes other than her family with Morgan and Michael. Like, not even Dante, but we don't want
Right.
that. But yeah, it's like she deserves to be somewhere else to maybe develop her character more.
And I felt like when Carly
Yeah.
was with Jax, she did a lot of growing as a character too. So that when she got back with Sunny, I mean, at least she was in a different place. So it was a different dynamic when they came back together again.
Okay, I could agree with that.
Yeah, that's right. It's just, for me, it's not just the credit. It's just that they've already kind of explored both of those. For it's just they went back and forth, and they didn't really fully keep it continuous. Like they really just cut off her and Michael. Like okay, that's it. They did love each other. Like they were together. They loved each other. But I know that was more with her and Kristen Alderson who played Kiki and all that. But there was a relationship there, and they really never played that. Now he's off with looking for Sabrina. But that's like they kind of went straight full on. Morgan and Kiki are star-crossed lovers, and I don't buy it. I just don't buy it.
No, not from the way where it started.
Right. Yeah, I don't buy it. But anyway, so I like them together. And once again, Cheryl Hawk did say this a long time ago. She called it. I give it all to her. She called it.
Cheryl is my favorite. So
Yeah.
you know I got your back on that one, Cheryl.
Yeah,
She
and
called
J
it.
Sample 1991 said, "Let it go, Ladine. No more Morgan and Kiki."
She's holding on.
And Alexander
I
Hughes
like
hate
them.
the coupling. Everyone seems to agree with us on Morgan and Kiki being done. Yeah.
But the thing is, if they do a good triangle,
Yeah.
I'll go for it if it's good. If they work it out, I'll do a Kiki,
Mm-hmm.
Morgan, Dylan triangle if it's good.
Yeah, man, but I feel like if Morgan's involved in that triangle, that just tells me that you're already hedging your bets and he's going to be with Morgan at the end. I don't see them keeping Morgan in a triangle and not having him come out.
I want to have the winner.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
It's like, ugh, please, just stay in the hospital.
That's it. Aw. Next one is I'm a diabetic with Carly and Finn.
And get
Let me put
it.
in quotes. I'm a diabetic.
Ugh, let's just get along with the story. Just find out what it is
What
and check
is
it. I'm
it?
tired of dragging that out.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he have just said what it is there with Carly and let's just move on? Just reveal it and let's see what that revelation does push the story forward.
I agree.
Instead, we got him falling asleep, just like just
As
that
soon as she get
injection.
on the phone,
I know.
but she been banging on the door.
Yeah.
No, I don't buy it.
But as soon as she calls, think he grabs her hand. He wakes up
Right.
suddenly.
Right, that's what I'm
Don't do
saying.
that.
I was like, what?
You were knocked out a second ago with a syringe on the floor. She's like, and a good piece of history, folks. My brother is type 1 diabetes, she said, and that's Lucas. And that was kind of good. That was a good piece of history. And she's like, that needle didn't look like that. She was like, no, that needle looks different. And he's like, but it's a special. I'm type 2. And he's like, he did this whole thing.
Yeah, and that was
Okay.
so unbelievable considering how skinny he is.
Yes.
Right.
And
Yes.
it's just like, why couldn't he come up with a better, excuse? Because Carly isn't the brightest bulb in PC, but she's not stupid either.
no.
Except when it comes to
I
men.
think that was the
but,
funniest,
you know.
cheesiest excuse. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
And I do kind of think it has something to do, like we discussed last week about the lizard and all that being
There's something
tied
going
to maybe what Tracy had or something else.
And it's funny, so Carlos, wrong person. Sonny gets to hear about him and see him. He was kind of getting his order. I want these eggs this way and this way. And last time he didn't do it that way. So he's kind of particular. So we kind of get that. And he's kind of out there. Yet he has this issue and he's shooting up. I don't know.
I love J Sample 1991 says Carly defended Finn to Ulbrich like she has known him for years.
she did.
That's how
Yes.
Carly is with men.
Yes.
She's all about because it's like you don't know him. I like him too, but
Yeah.
it's like you're defending him like he's Jason.
Well, first of all, so Ulbricht's going to his hotel room because he didn't show up for
Exactly.
some statement.
How does she even know what room he's in?
Right.
Exactly.
Some presentation he didn't show up, so I get to show up there as this is going. I'm like,
And come inside.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Get out.
thinking there's more to them
Yeah.
than they're letting on.
Yeah.
Like, maybe he's Nathan's dad, or as Simran Singh says, the needle was expensive, so can someone say Cassadine? And that's what I thought of when he was first coming to the show, because that had been all the speculation that Michael
Yeah.
Easton was a Cassadine.
yeah.
So.
And you're right, Cheryl. Once again, you're always right. I did see when and Carly said air quotes too with the diabetes. She's not buying it either.
Yeah.
She's not buying it. I made me laugh when she did that. I totally. Yeah, I'm really curious. I just really curious to see what happens. We'll see what happens with that one. Julian talked to Christina talked about with Christina with Alexis and business with Ava. We did the Ava thing. So I guess Julian and Alexis kind of caught up notes and how the Christina thing, and we know you're not a homophobe, and you're just a concerned mother in that whole story.
But as soon as Alexis said, when I first heard you say trouble, I just was worried that you were getting back in with a mob. I'm like, all right, well, bye guys. See you later.
He was nice knowing you.
There's
Nice
about to
knowing
be
you.
a lot of breakups going on.
I
Because
know.
a part of me feels like Sonny and Carly may not make it either.
I'm kind of hoping, and just be done with it, because I like Carly outside of Sonny. I do not like Carly with Sonny. But in the Finn, I'm just like, with Finn, that looks interesting.
I see chemistry.
Yeah.
So I keep calling it every week. I see chemistry with Finn and Carly. I do. Sin. You call him Sin.
Just get over it. Some of us don't like Sonny, because I'm not attracted to bad boys, unless their name is Johnny Sakara.
And then he's like, he's not on the show right now, is he?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's like, have a seat. Yes, it's as Shady Sunday continues. I see Finn and Carly. I see something there. I do. I'm sorry, I see it. It's kind of good. They have some chemistry, and it could be just a friendship, a special friendship, obviously. But I see something there, which I never saw with Michael Easton and her before. It's so weird.
Well, was it interesting when Jason comes back to give the shares back to the Quartermaines? They're in the hospital room. That Sam just conveniently misses Finn for that moment right
yes.
there. Yeah.
They haven't met up yet.
Yes.
Now, I will say, because we forgot to say this part in there, it was very touching, speaking of the Quartermaines, because basically Julian talked to her about Christina, who cares about that. So the Quartermaine thing was really nice to have them in the room together, Michael's CEO again, which at first I was like, Tracy would be really pissed, but Tracy kind of was actually like, grandfather would be proud of you right now, to Jason. And that was actually really sweet.
Yeah.
Just being general. And her scene with Monica, also another sweet scene. They really have become these two old biddies that kind of like, they've been through the war together, and they're kind of really bonding. And they'll always, as Quartermaines do, they always spar, but when it comes to being together, they come together.
Yeah.
Because I even telling Ned, I've been a little emotional late. I actually told Monica that I love her, and it's like, wish I'd been there to record that. That was
good.
Yeah, that's why I love Ned. And what did he say? His usual sarcastic self,
Yes.
but he was concerned about his mother. Because that was great for Tracy and Monica to have that moment, because they do care about one another. Because, when push comes to shove, they are there.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see the Quartermaines, because even with Michael there, when he's being Quartermaine, it's like, they're a family again.
Yeah.
Guzza didn't murder them all.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Bob Guzza. But I did like the scene, Simran. I did also like the scene when he said, and Tracy says to Monica, "I am proud of your son." I got a little teary-eyed.
Yeah.
A little tired.
The only part of it that I'm bummed about is that Jason did not take Michael up on the offer to come back working.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just a temporary thing. I'm hoping that it is, because it'd be great to have him, as we talked about, more things to him to do with Sam if they're doing corporate espionage, something like that. Without that, I don't know what Jason and Sam are going to do. Please, I don't need to see more scenes of them in Jason's apartment making out.
Well, they got a lot of
I was like, they're having a lot of that.
Having a good time.
Whoa.
Now here's the deal. People keep mentioning online. Also, I keep glancing over about Julian's jeans. I guess they were super tight, and very
I will
nasty.
say that Julian's butt in those jeans was fantastic. That was one of my favorite scenes of this week as well.
I didn't even notice.
I was just trying to be nice and not say anything. But
people were talking
I'm
about
not
it.
the only one that noticed.
Well, Michael, go out with Brian. I was like, you were liking what you were carrying back there. I was like, yeah.
He's Canadian. What do you expect?
They
all got big butts.
I
They
did not. I cannot lie. Red beans and rice didn't miss them, I guess. That's right.
It's poutine there.
Poutine. That's right, poutine. I had poutine. It was good. They just keep mentioning that 'cause it's kind of funny. And Kevin Collins is back. It's for you, Frank. Kevin Collins is back.
This was the coolest thing ever. For sure. I loved it.
I know.
I was so excited about this.
I thought of you. So take it away.
What I loved it's just the one to reveal who Dr. K was. Like, who's this going to be? And as soon as it turned out to be Kevin Collins, I was like, what a unexpected but yet awesome coupling. And I'm hoping that this is going to be a storyline that he's going to be present in, and it's going to go a length of time. To see a relationship develop between the two of them. Because it's two characters that, they certainly, I guess, have a shared sort of history, but you've never really seen them together on camera very much, even though, I guess off camera they could have had interactions that you've never seen. But just to see that dynamic between the two of them, I was like, yes.
Yeah, I agree, Frank. I was super excited because I love Kevin Collins and John Lindstrom, so I was just like, yes. And then the fact that he's like, let's let our geek flags fly. I was like, yay! Yes. As much much as we upset that her and Scotty aren't really doing this together, it was like, oh, the next best thing, Kevin Collins.
This is such a trade up. I mean, certainly it would have been cool as Scotty, but this
Yeah.
is such an awesome trade because I mean he is such an underrated and underused player in Port Charles history. So to have him in a storyline with Jeannie Francis,
People are kind of agreeing. They're liking the Kevin and Laura kind of pairing.
yeah, because it's just something you wouldn't have thought of.
No, I would have never thought it. Never. And the fact that him and Scotty also have animosity.
Yeah.
Like, that's another good one. I like. And they're like age appropriate, and it kind of seems to run a long time characters. Like, I like it.
Oh, very cool. Oh, yes.
The cryptographer.
Yeah, I
Is
thought
that a
that
real
was
thing?
an interesting. Yes, it is.
It
It
is?
is
Okay,
an
it is?
interesting
Okay,
fact.
okay.
Yeah.
Because it was nice to see like a relationship start off where it's not related to either one of their professions. Not that Laura really has a profession per se, but it's not like she came there looking for psychiatric
deception.
advice or anything like that. It was just like this whole totally different thing that he happens to have a passion for that's outside of his chosen profession, and that's how they kind of get brought together. That's like, yes, that is a fun way to do it. You don't have to worry about the kind of, that awkward kind of like Andre and Jordan kind of coupling where the professions kind of come in the way.
Yeah. It just, I agree. It was a completely shy. They kept a surprise for us. I was like, because Dr. K could be a man or a woman. I don't know what it is. Like, Dr. K. That might be a new character. Somebody just bring it on. I'm like, it's Kevin Collins. Oh, it's good. We're happy about that one. So don't mess it up, GH.
Please don't. Please.
Hopefully we gotta get him to the ER.
We can see ER. That's right. We can see ER. And just basically, lastly, Griffin and Maxie kind of share a moment over Duke because I almost forgot. Yeah, he's really part of her family too. It was like Duke really was around for. I mean, he was everywhere.
Yeah, and I have to agree, not just because I think Dr. Griffin Monroe is super hot, but I loved that scene because I've always been a big fan of Maxie. And yeah, like bringing up her history with Duke, and then the fact that she just immediately changed when she realized he was going through something worse than her. That shows Maxie's maturity. Yes. And then the sharing of Georgie and Duke really bonded them, which, it bonded Dylan and Maxie too, and they kind of dropped that, but I'm liking her with Griffin.
But the one part that did kind of bum me out is that Maxie just name checks Felicia and Mac. Really like they talk about them all the time. Hey, how about we see them on camera? Talk about them. That'd be great if we could see them on the camera once in a while. Maybe doing a scene. That'd be cool. Nope. All right.
Yeah, we're our Mac and Felicia.
Yes. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a really good.
I feel like Mac and Felicia are still out investigating, and Ed hasn't told them that they found Carlos
It's
yet.
like, are they still in Canada?
Oh my God.
Oh, I forgot to call Mac and Felicia. Oh no.
So sick of Duke. What about AJ?
Kimberly, I care about AJ too. That's why I've never forgive Sonny.
Oh, she doesn't. She doesn't forgive him. She's all about her. Sabrina. Let's talk about Sabrina. We didn't even mention Sabrina this episode. You guys are talking about her online. We're talking a lot about Sabrina. We didn't even mention her.
But I think we finally have the answer because when the last time we saw Carlos and Sabrina together, there was like this kind of big suspenseful scene about like what's the deal with the baby?
Yeah,
what's
we
the
have
deal with the
no
baby?
idea what's going on.
So then have Carlos say like, oh well, if you put me away, then my child's gonna be an orphan. Like so clearly the child's alive. So I don't understand why there was such a big weird kind of suspenseful like cliffhanger to that.
They didn't go out nicely with that.
So I think that we covered everything because Griffin said at the very end, "Oh my God, it's him." So we just want to see what happens there. So bring back AJ. Hashtag bring back AJ. All right. So that was your week in Port Charles, and just one piece of just news and gossip. It's not really news and gossip. Just a piece of news.
AfterBuzz TV News.
I think it's a picture I put in there, and I believe it's Marissa, my girl, who's in the booth right now. And next Sunday.
Hi, James.
Hi. We have one person coming in that we've been waiting to come in, and it's Vanessa Antoine. She's coming in, who plays Jordan. She'll be here in studio talking to us. I found a picture of her with some really good hair. I love that hair right there. Look at that. Great. I'll let you go, girl. And she's so funny. She's excited to come. She's told me she's so excited to come be on here with us. And so we'll have her next week. So it'll be really kind of fun.
Excited to come on with us or just excited to come on with you?
She'll handle you guys too. Actually, I want to see her and Ladine together. See how they both look. Let's see how they both look.
Black power.
That's right. I love it. So that's going to be really good. So we'll have her on. And then, of course, in May, we have our Man May and have people coming on and working some stuff. So.
Did you guys hear about Little Jake?
Oh, no.
The new one?
Oh, no. Well, you got casted, right? You got cast, right? Yes. But I don't know what the name is, or I didn't know what the name is.
I was going to click the link right before.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I put it on there, but
So
I
that's some
totally
news.
forgot the name.
Yeah, that's some news.
Yeah.
There's a new Jake, and he'll be coming on soon. But I looked at the picture. I think he's not that much older than the other
He's
one.
so adorable, though.
Oh, he's adorable. I think he's adorable.
Because only James really liked the serial killer look on it.
I did. I'm sorry. I will always miss
Right.
my James neighbor and yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just mad. Just because Y&R is doing a creepy kid story, why couldn't we keep Creepy Jake?
I know. I can't agree. I'm like, dang it. So somebody say maybe it's named Hudson West, maybe or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the name.
I'd put it on the thing.
We'll look on there. Okay, so now it's time for our segments. Oh my God, we talked a lot this episode actually. It's like 6:43. All right, so we'll do our segments, and first, of course, we start with Frank and get him to the ER stats.
I guess we'll just talk more about like concepts for this. We've talked a little bit about this, but two things that really about soap operas that I always loved growing up, watching as a kid, and stuff like it was. Legacy and also outdoor shoots.
Yes.
So GH, we've already kind of made fun of the outdoor shoots. So, dear Lord, I mean, they had such a rich and storied tradition. Like when you go out on a field shoot, it is awesome.
Yes.
And you see it, and it pays off, and you get to add a sense of scope to your story, and which is fantastic. It's like, all right, really cool. To then have what we've been seeing here in General Hospital, just like, hey, we're going out to this this rinky-dink park that's abandoned. Pretty cool. That's I think Port Charles is a dead town. Is that there's nobody? There's only 15 people that live there. Is that it? I think.
Thanks,
so it's
honey.
So just if I want to see those outdoor shoots. I mean, we did they did scenes 5-6 years ago when Luke was taking off with Laura in a helicopter, and Anna was getting Luke to the. I mean, so we get to see like big helicopters taking off and scenes like that. Like, all right, cool. You're adding a little extra to the scene. So I missed it. If you're gonna do, I know budgets aren't what they used to be.
Right.
Ratings aren't what they used to be. That all dictates what you can do outdoors.
We get that part.
Yes, but just man, you stretch it out for a whole week. I would rather see one awesome outdoor shot than spread out over like a week or two with just really kind of mediocre outdoor shots. Like,
which is funny when they had the park that was on stage, it looks better than the outside shots to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree. And that's kind of either go get into ER stat, go back to the inside shots.
Yes.
Like, hello.
And then just the legacy. It's just we talked about. You saw how excited I was when you got Dr. K, Kevin Collins, and Laura. It just there are so many great characters that are underutilized on this show, and you can see how you can. I don't just really engage an excited fan base, but just by pairings that you're not expecting. And so when you do something like with Kevin Collins and Laura Spencer, oh man, that is just
or Scotty Baldwin and Ava living together.
That is so cool. It's just like there are such great things to be mined from some of the legacy characters that please use more of them. There's so much great talent that is just sitting on your bench that is just waiting to be utilized.
I completely agree with that diagnosis.
Like, please, Wally Kurth, just give him more. Wally Kurth, corporate raider, please.
What they need to decide, each soap needs to decide, do they want him on full time? He's on days right now, and he's on GH.
And if you're making such a push to bring the Quartermaines back more full focus on GH, absolutely you need that Quartermaine.
Give him his money or whatever. Give him his time, give it to him, and bring him on full time, so he can say, "Days, I'll see you later." I mean, come on.
I mean, because Michael Corinthos, he's not the leader of ELQ.
No.
Nice guy, but he's not. When you've got Ned Quartermaine right there, he should be calling the shots.
Yes. Yeah, J Sample 1991. I know. Where they had a park set that actually was pretty good. I mean, they could have just did that. Okay, so now it's time for Ladine's Love in the Afternoon.
It's going to be very, very brief, but this week there wasn't things that I really loved, but I was loving Anna this week. I felt like Anna finally gets to breathe. She's been holding this weight for so long, and my most favorite scene is the one with Carlos, Sonny, and Anna. Her tactics to try to bring Sonny down, that was kind of like heart-touching for me. Just like you mentioned briefly, be a gentleman. I don't really see Sonny as being a gentleman.
Right.
Maybe a little sweet guy, but as a gentleman, no. But to see her try to, when someone's so riled up on the inside, you kind of play the opposite to try to bring them down. And I kind of saw like a difference in Anna this week. She was so ready to just let it all loose.
Yeah.
And I loved her this week.
Yeah, she was good. I agree. She Finola Hughes, she's up for an Emmy also.
She has nothing to lose.
She's so amazing in her scenes.
Right.
Amazing.
Love her.
Amazing. So, agree with that. And now it's time for your favorite one, Lacretia's Winners and Losers of the Week. Let's see what we got this week.
I actually wanted to give the winner of the week, despite the stupid marriage counseling Valerie scene. I at least wanted to give Lulu credit since we always crap on her.
Okay.
Because to me, the scene with her and Laura and her and Nicholas,
they were
like
good.
I was like, okay, that was actually really good. This is the Lulu I want to see. Her giving Nicholas, as much as he gives
Yeah.
her, and then same thing with Laura, like. Keep Lulu with her Spencer family as
Yes.
well, and Nicholas,
Yes.
because that's great. And I just felt like, okay, Lulu had a good scene. I'll give her a winner.
I would rather see her
Yeah.
with Spencer scenes than all this whole Dante mess. Like, you don't really see much of who Lulu is, except for all this freaking unnecessary drama.
Either Baby or Dante.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to me, she's a Spencer. Give her this Spencer material. That's why
Right.
I'm kind of hoping that maybe Lulu will be more involved with like the Nicholas kind of maybe rebuilding his empire, or like with Laura and Kevin's story. But I don't want her to step on that because that sounds cool. But yeah, like I was like, I'm gonna give her credit because the scene with Nicholas was pretty great.
Well, it's interesting with when they read Helena's will, you would
Yeah.
think that everything that she gave to every person, it would be a potential storyline that you could kick off about those particular characters. And other than kind of getting a little bit of Laura and maybe for a couple episodes, Hayden being obsessed with that painting that of Helena that she gave to Nicholas.
Yes.
We haven't seen anything. So I mean, Lulu's thing just kind of like dropped in the wind. We don't know anything about that, and maybe they're going to pick it up. But it feels like I don't know if you guys haven't addressed it in so long.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of dropped everything. And I know a lot of it has to do with Rebecca Hurst not being there to film for a while during the contract negotiations. So maybe when Liz picks up the Jake book, maybe they'll give Lulu a story too. But I just don't know why they would drop hers as well. Because, same thing with the painting with Nicholas. So much to there, but Laura seems to be the only one moving.
Right. That's true. And who's the loser of the week?
I'm sorry. I've got to give it to your man, Sonny Corinthos. Just because, I mean,
Shade.
the whole, like, leaving Anna on the plane and then, like, of course he bested Carlos, which I hated. But the thing is I'm just going to kill him. It's just
But
like,
Carlos-
oh my God, I've seen that 500 times.
Carlos did the same thing, though.
Yeah.
So why are you hating on Sonny?
But that was
Yeah.
the cheesiest way that he got
Yeah,
the gun
that's the
back.
thing,
But
it's
they hear
cheesy.
the priest moaning off camera.
I know. It's like,
It's like, at least when Carlos
funny.
turned around, that was actually a cool surprise. I mean, we thought it might
Yeah.
happen, but and the thing is like, okay, like, that was interesting. But Sonny, just every time the same old story. Give him something new. Because I actually liked the wheelchair story. Because you just put him back in the wheelchair because he was a better character then.
No.
Yeah.
What about just a segue?
Yeah.
Would you be fine with that?
segue.
Yeah, he just rides a Segway like Joe on Arrested Development.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. So that's the winner and loser of the week. And of course, my quote of the week, it's just a really simple quote that I just loved when Tracy woke up and she was talking to Ned and like having my phone, and Ned's like, "What are you going to call? I need to call." This is what she says. Quote, "It's time for me to tell a certain bitch I'm back." That's my favorite quote of the week. I said, "Bitch, I'm back."
Pick that.
That was
that was
yes.
gonna be one. I
Yes,
knew it.
that was what I was like. A certain bitch, I'm back, and I was like, "That's right, girl. This bitch is back." And that's a bitch too, and they're all bitches.
Yeah.
Thank you. Exactly. I loved it.
What do you think's going to happen though with Tracy? Do you think she's going to just sit back and let Michael run the
No, of
ELQ?
course not. Of course
But, I
not.
mean, we've already seen that storyline already with her kind of trying to get her away from Michael, and it kind of just led us to where we are now. So I don't know.
I don't know you. That's a good question. It's Ladine Corinthos, I support you. I don't know. It's a good question. I can't see her just kind of just sitting there going, well, I guess Michael's in charge. It's back in the Quartermaines. Maybe they'll find an interesting twist to it, maybe. Or maybe she won't go for it after. Maybe she'll go on some kind of friendship with Finn and like go another direction, like trying to get her life back or something. I don't know.
Well, because I guess he was left. I guess the idea is that she was left out of the will for a reason.
Yes, I think we should bring it back.
Yeah, and we never really got the reason, I
No.
guess. So, I mean, I guess maybe this is a chance to finally get around to find out
Maybe.
what the reason was.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it's just kind of I don't know. It's a good question. I'm really curious to see what happens because I can't see her just like letting him run the company. I guess she's always wanted to do it. Maybe she's gonna be different. Maybe she's like, yeah, that's fine.
I want to see Tracy just be, kicking ass, taking names.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Me too. So we'll see. I think she's right now. She has some bones to pick with. I mean, several bones to pick with Hayden. I'm sure.
Oh yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that
That
she-
conversation is not done.
Oh, because when Hayden was like, "I really like you, actually.
Yeah,
I actually like you."
It's like, I like you, but I'm going to screw you up.
Yeah, I'll screw you over. It's like that's not
Best of
good.
luck to you. No, keep your luck.
And there could be more Ulbricht and Tracy scenes, especially since Ulbricht wants to get rid of Finn now for passing
Yes.
out during that presentation.
Oh yeah.
So
like
Tracy hears
Oberg.
that.
There's Tracy. Tracy can do some defense, like pulling her Quartermaine stuff out on that one. I really see a friendship between Finn and Tracy. I think I see something really kind of developing. That's kind of admiration. I think.
Yeah.
It kind of saved her life.
Yeah.
No, she just finds like his just just
his humor.
Yeah, his humor is his lack of just candor, just like boom, really cool.
Yeah, Jane Elliott does bring the best out of everyone. I agree. I just love her so much. I mean, her from the human. They're like Frank said. There's so many folks on the bench that could do such great work on this show that really can act their asses off, and I will say asses off because they can, and they can deliver. They can do comedy, drama. They can do it.
And there's so many ready-made storylines with all those characters. All of them have the story potential in all of those characters that you could just activate right now and have some great stuff. Whether it's two legacy characters together or, like you were saying, Ava and Scotty, a newer character but with a legacy character.
Yes.
That's still a great combination too.
Yes, I agree.
The writers also have their story ready made too, so we just never know what we're gonna get until we actually see.
Well, you know what's funny? So as people know, I interviewed Eric Braeden on Young and Restless, and we talked about how people will crap on storylines and writers. You kind of have to remember they do write 200-something shows a year, and it's writing them every day, and you're writing them for 9 to 12 to 14, 16 characters, and it isn't. I'm not saying to give them slack, but I give them a little slack just because it's tough work. I mean, it's not really easy. I can imagine cranking out.
Yeah.
Flush out an entire story and where you're going with it is crazy.
Right, and please the network, and please
Viewers, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what I see, at least with this writing regime, is I feel like they are listening to the feedback that they're getting on social media. And that, to me, I feel like makes it easier nowadays. Since before, they didn't really know if stuff wasn't working. But now, we will throw the book at them as fans. Like, hey, no. And I think that's sort of what we saw with Kiki and Dylan being put in a scene. Because people had been saying that for so long. Put them in scenes together. And they tried it. And there have been several other things where, they kind of went the wayside or they brought back just because you can tell that's what social media has been saying.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things that we're not dumb. Fans are smart. Fans pay attention. We do care about our stories, and we really do want to see what's best out there on our shows. And I know a lot of us are critical out there and on the chat room and us here and stuff. But again, we're not crapping on any of the actors. We're just talking storyline because we want the best for General Hospital. We went around for a long time.
No, I mean, certainly we've been critical, but I mean, certainly, and I know I can be very critical. And that's my go-to is be critical. But,
No, really, Frank?
but you give me a scene with Kevin Collins and Laura Spencer, and man, I was just like, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I do. You guys, sorry to take any phone calls this time, but next week we'll take phone calls. So have your questions ready for Vanessa. We'll be taking phone calls while she's on. As we usually do, we don't do our segments. We do the show. We talk to her, and so you can do that then. But we're so glad. You try to read many of your comments on the chat roll. I think me and Lacretia did a good job trying to do that this time. But you guys are great, and thanks for tuning in every week as you always do live, because we really appreciate we've been on 6 months.
Oh, wow.
6 months, kids.
Wow.
And we had 61 people watching.
Yeah, we need a new number, right?
We need a number. That's right. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Okay, Lacretia. Wait, Lacretia.
Yeah.
I pointed at her. I'm doing what everybody else does.
Because I look more like a Ladine and she looks
I
pretty.
know. I just did it.
I feel
Lady.
like we can get to 2,000.
What?
Whoa!
Okay.
So shocked.
Okay.
We are awesome.
Okay, 2,000. We get new members all the time.
We can
2,000.
get to 2,000.
Okay, folks. So tell everybody out there in all your groups and everything, 2,000. I'll do a really big prize. For that.
I'll even throw in something.
A dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll throw in something.
Dinner with Tom. At dinner with Tom with James. And
Yeah.
Hey, somebody would do it. Do you want to have dinner with me? I mean, I've been great time.
Dinner with us.
Dinner with us. There we go.
There you go.
At Mel's. What?
At Mel's Diner on Sunset. If you're in LA, so we're fun. So we got it. So something like that. So just stay tuned. When we get to 2,000, stay tuned. This week, look at our Facebook page, the GH Report, and I will announce the gift that's going to be going out. And actually, then we'll do a trivia question later on the week, and you have to answer a trivia question to get that prize. We're very excited. So 2,000, that's a huge jump. It is, Sarah. It's a huge jump, girl.
We could do it.
We could do it. Distant Days is like at 3,000 or something.
You guys
so.
have no idea how many General Hospital fans there are.
I know.
out
There's
there.
so many out there. They just may not know our show or know
We
we
could
have a
do
page.
it.
We could do
It's promotion.
it. It is.
That's it.
Airfare too? No, girl, you pay for your own airfare. I'll pay for your meal. I'll give you a hug. That's what you get for me. I don't have that kind of money for no airfare. She's laughing. Love it. So, okay, folks. Well, it's another great show, you guys. It was so good, so good. I'm glad we all showed up and we're all here awake.
Yes.
Three of us were on time.
3 of us were on time. Right. We're all here. I love it. I love it. Ooh, Shady Sunday. I love it. Okay, so starting with Frank, tell me where to find you.
You can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie. Check me out every Tuesday night with my improv team Max. Now at 10 o'clock at IO West. And I'm with Lacretia Thursday nights on Legends of Tomorrow After Show.
That's right.
Hi, guys. You can find me on Twitter at Ladine_Harvey and my new Facebook page, Ladine Harvey.
And you can find me, if you can spell it, it's LACRETIALYON, anywhere on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, since there is only one, or right here at AfterBuzz TV on many after shows, but unfortunately not until Thursday with Frank for Legends of Tomorrow, since I'm in Vegas this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I get to interview Gilmore Girls star Yannick Truesdale. He played Michelle. I'm so excited. It's like a dream come true for me because I love that show, and it's coming back to Netflix. It's 4 movies. So I'm like, I know, Lacretia's like, Marissa's like that too, so I'm very excited. And also interviewing Emmy nominee Pearson Fode from Bold and the Beautiful tomorrow. So we're going to talk to him too. It's going to be a really good day tomorrow. And you can follow me at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms and my radio show every Friday on adrenalinradio.com. See you guys later. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.